In stillness deep and moonlit bright, my soul reveals what hides from sight. Through dreams and tides, I come to know the truths that rise, the fears that go. I trust the dark, I trust the light. My path is clear in lunar light. Welcome to Vibrational Guidance Over Truth. My name is Beaumont, and this is a tarot and oracle channel. The theme for the August 4th through 9th collective readings is Moonlit Minds and Dreamtime Signs, a lunar voyage through the inner realms. I invite you on this trip with me where your intuition, the lunar wise dominion, and celestial knowing are going to meet. We're going to look at how your higher self is communicating to you through dreams, through particular symbols and inner nudges. So tune in to recalibrate your vibration, the energy you're giving off, and reconnect with your dreams to go back and dissect and analyze them through stated guidance in these cards and readings. Do note that this is not a traditional tarot and oracle channel. I am not an astrologer, nor do I present these readings as fixed truths. Instead, I want you to journey with me, again, using your intuition. Examine the colors, images, numbers, stated guidance, and synchronicities from the cards. Note that at the conclusion of each reading, I do not reinsert cards so that the cosmic guides can reach every aspect of the collective as the messages progress throughout the week. These readings are for entertainment purposes only, is what I'm supposed to say, though I do encourage you to use them for spiritual reflection if you would like to. Take what resonates, leave what does not. I am so glad to have you here in the space that I have rooted and grounded in love. This place is not rooted in performance, prediction, or perfection. I'm so glad you're here. The decks being featured are in the description box below. And let's get started with our first question for our spirit guides. Where is the divine feminine or divine masculine showing up in my life? Where is the divine feminine or divine masculine showing up in my life? Before we touch the cards, we're going to come grab a quote, okay, from my cup of ends of teas, amazing quotes that I am keeping that I thought to share with the collective. Here we go. And as always, whenever we just have one left in the bowl, we will take it. And one fell out as they were going in, so we'll do something special. We'll take two this time. Your actions prove your greatness. I love this. Your actions prove your greatness. And silence is not an absence, but a presence. Those two are so in my energy. I love them so much. So your actions prove your greatness. And silence is not an absence, but a presence. And it's interesting how they flew away. All right. One more shuffle. And we're going to begin. Now, these are the mystical dream oracle cards. And for this question, I'm very curious because I don't conduct love readings. So for some of you, this could be a new boss, a coworker, a neighbor. This is very interesting. Where is the divine feminine or the divine masculine showing up in your life? It might be a new friend you've been calling out for, a mother figure, a father figure. Be careful of past wounds, okay? And having this hole that you wish for and desire that someone could fill for you is the caution that I'm going to put out before this reading, okay? All right, so my energy is pure and we are one. What messages do you have for the collective? Where is the divine masculine or feminine energy that the collective is showing that they're looking for? Where is it showing up in their life? Okay, from these dream oracle cards, where is it showing up? All right, so we clearly have two phases. I'm going to take this as divine feminine and this is divine masculine, okay? left side feminine, right side masculine. So where is the divine, okay, feminine showing up? And they're also over the actions prove your greatness. So whoever you are that is looking for a divine feminine, whatever energy, I think it's very interesting to note that we have two quotes here. Everything happens for a reason. Your actions prove your greatness. Let whoever this divine feminine you are looking for, let their actions speak volumes. And I just want to go on a rant or a tangent, if you will, for me for a second. Let the care for clothing speak for itself, not performance. Let the purpose and the intention show itself to you in what they choose to adorn themselves with and wear. What do you like to see in your ideal divine feminine partner, whoever you are that is searching for a divine feminine, and let their actions prove their greatness? A lot starts with how someone chooses to dress. I'm not saying judge them by how expensive or inexpensive, name brand. I'm not being superficial at all. That is not my intention at all. I have not one name brand article of clothing, purse, bag, or shoe in my house. I guarantee you this is not my energy. And there were just honks right outside my window. What I am telling you is their actions and the care that this particular feminine that you are looking for does take lets you know a lot about their greatness. And I even have this visual that's been given to me for some reason since the beginning of saying this and noticing what side this quote is on, that someone is sitting at a table waiting for their date to arrive. You know, it's very safe for y'all to meet at the location. Okay. There's no needing to pick someone up for the first date unless you're of that particular belief system that you should do that. But I'm seeing a masculine sitting at a table. He looks very well to do. He's dressed comfortably, nicely, but comfortably. And the feminine walks in. And because he's already seen pictures of the feminine, he notes who she is and just decides, no, nope, gets up and walks away. I don't perceive that he walks to the bathroom or anything like that, or he just sits there and says no. All he's thinking to himself is no, no, no. Just by how whomever the masculine is looking for in a divine feminine walks into the door. Okay. So let's see the first card. We have ocean here, and it was like this. It says, ocean represents the vast potential of your subconscious. Dreaming of the ocean signals that you're tapping into a deep well of inner strength. It urges you to explore this unknown space, as doing so will unlock hidden capabilities. The waves reflect emotional fluctuations, reminding you to face your feelings with courage and gain control over them gradually. So some of you, with whoever this divine feminine that you are looking for, gotta hold those emotions in, those tiger-like, wolf-like, lion-like emotions that trigger you maybe in the smell and the clothing. Allow all of those outward visuals to be paused. You are inwardly capable of using that inner strength to face how you feel, which is separate from how someone is acting. We can coax our feelings into making something work with a person because they look good, they smell good, they check off certain boxes, but it's their actions. That's the inner strength that you need to tap into. So be aware if some of you have been dreaming of an ocean or large bodies of water. Who has been with you on these large bodies of water? Has it been a feminine figure? And if so, how were they showing up? Were they supportive? Were they yelling, complaining, nagging? What was that circumstance? Next one we have out, closest to the bottom, is the Phoenix. Okay. Also moving forward. So someone looking for a divine feminine who's going to have this depth of ocean emotional awareness, and their actions are going to speak from a place of greatness, not their words, but how they behave. Then someone who is looking for divine feminine, she's going to be, or he is going to be, whatever in this divine feminine energy, like the phoenix. Phoenix symbolizes resurrection, renewal, and the crystalline nature of life. Dreaming of a phoenix suggests profound transformation, emerging stronger after difficulties or pain. It invites you to embrace change, knowing that from endings come new beginnings. The dream reminds you that through trials, there is an opportunity for spiritual renewal and growth. So someone is drawing in right now a divine feminine whose actions will speak for themselves. And I'm getting a good thing right now. She's a good thing. Her actions speak for themselves. She has a depth to her, a stillness in her depth. She's not all over the place sharing. And yes, I am saying she, because that's the energy that is coming up for me in this reading. Take it if it resonates, leave what does not. But not only does she have this, you've got to match this and have your own emotional depth and not be so, again, like I was saying earlier, horny and wanting to hop on it. She is a phoenix. She is someone who has come from a past, and that past is not something, again, like these emotional deaths, that she's too eager and ready to speak on. What she is, though, is glowing in the growth of that ashes place that she has come from, and that phoenix nature of her. You see that fiery energy. Oh, it's there. The attraction is real. And what do we have looking in the past? Right now is the iron chain. Iron chains symbolize restriction, both internal and external. Dreaming of chains signals limitations or feelings of being held back in some area of life. However, they also offer an opportunity to break free. The chains urge you to confront your fears and insecurities, unlocking your inner strength and freedom. So whoever this is who's got a feminine energy coming in right now, this feminine energy is like the ocean. They have vast potential. Keyword in the first line, this feminine energy has potential. Is not perfect, has potential. She is dreaming. The inner strength is strong. It is a deep well. But this inner strength is urging her. It urges and hopes that you know too that there are hidden spaces down below the surface level conversations. And though she has a lot of hidden capabilities, these waves of her emotions that she is keeping hidden, when they come up and surface, they're going to remind you that you have to face the feelings that she has with courage. And from that courageous place, you and she, we both will gain gradually. And I'm pulling all of that from the keywords here at the ocean card. She also, through her actions, is so great, like the phoenix. She symbolizes your ability, y'all's ability together in this season, in this moment, in this set space and time, to resurrect those dormant and fearful emotions of, are we recreating a cycle of past relationships? And the answer right now is the nature of your life is no. You're in such a dreamy place with her in your mind that it is transformational. It is emerging, yes, difficult pains that have been triggered from past pursuits, but it's also offering you with her, with this divine feminine energy, a concrete ending to any of those lingering energies and a new beginning. Because dreaming with her, dreaming of her is going to remind you that all those past trials were worth it. This opportunity now is spiritual renewal. This relationship is growth. And 2:34 is on the clock. So if someone would like to look up that divine message, you can. Now also note that this feminine energy, the actions that you will see will sometimes seem clenched. And I think I've been doing this quite a bit in this reading, clenching my fist. There will be aspects of this feminine energy that are holding back. And this you might feel is like, what, this is a sign for me. What are you trying not to reveal? This iron chain like perception, again, past mindsets that have been established within this person due to unfortunate past situations and interactions with other individuals, is something that you should recognize is a symbol of their restriction. They have internal and external signs, triggers that they're looking for. Here's the word signals. And if you conduct yourself in a way that shows any of these warning calls, I heard warning signs, symbols, then it's going to make them hold back. But there is an opportunity here for this feminine energy to break free. These chains are broken free as you are yourself and you confront your fears, which shows them the safe space to confront their own insecurities. And together, like it says in the bottom two lines, y'all will unlock the inner strength and the free dominion. Okay. Now, for those of you where the question was, where is the divine masculine showing up? The quote on this side, interestingly, is silence is not absence, but presence. So if you meet this masculine energy and they're very silent, take note of that. That is not them being absent-minded, thinking of an ex, thinking of an other. That is them being fully present and analyzing their emotions and their thoughts at the same time in that space. And yes, this masculine chooses to engage in silence, for those of you who are wondering about who he or she is. Here we go. We have first happiness. Okay. So divine masculine and happiness. I feel like this is a good way to start off this reading. Happiness represents a lightness of being, inner satisfaction, and energy release. Dreaming of happiness signals fulfillment and joy within. You may be experiencing self-actualization, feeling a sense of completeness. This dream encourages you to savor the present moment and cherish the peace and joy in your spirit. So I would encourage some of you, as you lay down to sleep, dream of happiness with this masculine. You don't have to put a face to the masculine, but dream of happiness with this person and self-actualize them faster. Then we have stars. Stars in the night sky serve as beacons guiding you on your journey. If stars appear in your dream, they remind you that even though your current path might seem dark, you are not alone. The universe is pointing the way. The stars invite you to release your fears, let go of worries about the future, and look ahead with an open mind, as there are limitless possibilities and revelations awaiting you. So, look up at the stars at night. Think about this masculine presence. He is there, sitting with you, standing with you in the silence. Loneliness. Loneliness represents a deep connection with your inner self and an opportunity for growth. Dreaming of loneliness invites you to understand your true needs and desires. It invites you to reflect on the emotional isolation you are putting yourself in, or by choice, your circumstances have put you in, and I am adding that part to the card. It is encouraging you to face unresolved feelings and embrace your inner strength, preparing you for future growth and connections. So some of you right now are in a state of silence, is what I'm hearing, and you are lonely for a reason. This masculine, when this energy comes in, is very resilient. It's so in stillness that it can intimidate you. You have to be comfortable in the stillness and silence on your own first before they can come in. Fear, loneliness and fear, happiness and stars. So all this positivity and all this mediocre energy right here. All right, so here we go. Fear. Fear often reflects unresolved issues or inner shadows in your subconscious. If fear appears in your dream, it is not a sign of something to avoid, but rather an opportunity to liberate yourself. It encourages you to confront the things that scare you and uncover their origins. Behind fear, there is immense transformative power, and only by facing it can you achieve deeper awareness and freedom. So, you or this masculine right now is feeling lonely, is fearful. Y'all both, I want to do this. Y'all both got to work on this in order for all the stars and happiness, the positivity that we started off with, to be what it is. When this he comes in, this divine masculine comes in, they comfortable with loneliness. Are you, is the question that I'm getting. They are aware of their fears. Are you aware of your fears and your triggers? Last two down here at the bottom. Oh, look at this. That is crazy. Wedding and altar. Okay. Let's read these two together. Okay, I just put a little character because I got excited. I had no idea they were here. I was just so focused on this and how it transitioned. I was honestly a little afraid, acknowledging that I was fearful for a moment. But this is the confirmation. Wedding. All right. Weddings symbolize union, commitment, and new beginnings. Dreaming of a wedding suggests a turning point in your life, signaling harmony and a fresh start. Whether in relationships or personal growth, it reflects a desire for commitment and responsibility, leading to a deeper connection and a new chapter in life. Reading it with this partner. What does this wedding mean? Y'all gonna be standing beside some type of altar. And again, I am not religious. I am not a Christian. And when I get married, it will not be in a church or at an altar, okay? But there will be some type of formal front, whether that be a tree or standing before a body of water. That will be the beacon or symbol for me of an altar. So for those of you who resonate with the whole standing before altar, or like me, going before like the ocean or mountains or things like that, or a particular special type of tree as your symbol of an altar, here we go. The altar symbolizes devotion. Oh, snap. Ritual. Things that y'all do together. Shoulder, neck massages, back hand rubs, foot rubs, and sacred connection with the divine. And I'm going to add and each other. Okay. Dreaming of an altar suggests you're in a phase of spiritual dedication, focusing on growth, meditation, or higher practices. It reminds you to honor your spiritual practices and connect deeply with the divine, inviting gratitude, sacrifice, and devotion to strengthen your soul's purpose. I love this. I would say this is, because it is the first ever love reading on this channel, and this is great. It's completely in line with the type of energy the cosmic divine guides know that I have and that I'm ready to give today. So here's the final message. For someone seeking their divine feminine, where are they? They are in the ocean of their emotion, and they want to make sure you have that depth of emotion too. And you know how to ride those waves, literally and figuratively, physically and emotionally, psychologically and spiritually, financially and esoterically. Are y'all in this ocean, in it to win it together? She is like the phoenix. You're looking for a phoenix coming in. She got ashes in the background, baby. Bodies have been burnt. Bridges have been burnt on purpose. What you gonna do about this fiery, amazing potential energy in front of you? Are you gonna get burnt? Because she is not afraid to burn and cut off, or it be silent treatment. She will do it. Her actions are gonna prove her greatness. Her actions will speak louder than words. But do know, be cautious. Like, you got things in the closet of your past that have chained you down for a period of time. She has mindsets that are still lingering, that she is actively working on, but she's ready to be out there. Like, you're ready to be out there, but you got that baggage too. Be aware of those chains and have the courage to go through those chains together too. That is where your feminine is. And I'm going to give both of y'all the same homework. This masculine, he is very silent. He's sitting in his happy place in this silence. This masculine is looking at the stars, loves looking up at the night sky. Yeah, he's lonely. And he's engaging and looking at what are the fears that show up in that alone, dark place. But he is also knowing he wants marriage. He wants a union. Oh my goodness. And I just realized that I don't like the word marriage. I don't believe in marriage. I personally believe in union. And it says here, weddings symbolize union. That's literally the third word. What is he going to do? This divine masculine energy is going to make it public in front of some type of physical symbol and alter their devotion. So initials, if that's something that you like to pick up from cards, the person's name might have any of these letters in it, or might be first, middle, or last initial, or it could be the name of the city or state or country where you meet them, okay, over the body of water, over an ocean, maybe on a cruise. But we have O, P, and I. We have H, S, and L. We have F, W, and A, okay? So I hope this message was able to reach some of you within the collective, and have a divine, great rest of your sun cycle.